Hi, this is Cydia from Rubens Nest, and I just wanted to give you a little introduction to the next few segments. The ladies of the Nest and I were sitting around planning and talking about what our next question of the day would be. Normally we are out and about in the street and we randomly ask people the question and get feedback. This time we wanted to do something a little different and a little more personal. We were talking about what we like in men, what we look for in men, and we began wondering, what do guys see in full-figured women? What is it that attracts them to us? We're doing that for our own personal benefit, but we also thought that our viewers would find it interesting, and for those of you who feel that the men don't like us, you're going to be very surprised. There were several guys that we did talk to who didn't want to be recorded, but stated, and this is several of them stated the same thing, that sometimes guys feel pressured to date our slimmer sisters, but in reality they'd rather date women with a little bit more curve to the body. So, we've interviewed some of our past and present sig others, along with some friends, to get their perspective on what it is that attracted them to us and why it is they like fuller figured women. So we sincerely hope that you enjoy the next few interviews. Over a time we will pop them up on our YouTube channel, and as always, we hope that you will give us some feedback. Tell us your story. Guys, what do you like about us? You know, what fascinates you? What makes you want to be with us? We know it's our brain, of course, right? But what else is there that fascinates you? Ladies, what are you looking for? What do you hope will attract men? Give us some feedback, as always, at Rubens Nest on Facebook, or you can email us at info@rubensnest.com. So, enjoy the next few interviews. Have a great day. And as always, go out and do something uniquely yours.
Rubens Nest.
Hello everyone, this is Siobhan coming live and direct from Will Rogers Beach. I have my husband here, Marcus Meadows. Say hello.
Hey everybody, how are you?
All right, so we had a question. So why are you so attracted to full-figured women?
I'm attracted to the confidence. You know, it exploits a whole different sexiness about them. Wherever they walk, they own it. The confidence is in them. Their heads are up high. They know what they're wearing. They're wearing it well.
Sounds familiar.
And that's what attracts me.
Okay. So have you always been attracted to full-figured women, or
I have.
like even since you were like a little boy?
Of course.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So what was the first woman that caught your eye, and you know, what ran through your mind when you saw her?
To be honest with you, the first woman that caught my eye was Nell Carter.
Nell Carter?
Nell Carter.
Wow.
I just thought she was beautiful, you know. I just really thought she was beautiful. You know, her personality, you know, and then the fact that, I mean, again, she had a nice little confidence about her where, you know, it became her sex appeal.
Now, you and I have been married for how many years?
16.
16 years. Now, when you saw me, what was the first thing that caught your eye?
The way you walked into where I was working. You owned it like it was your Starbucks.
Like it was my Starbucks. Oh, okay. So let me ask you this. Being that you've always been attracted to full-figure women. I mean, what other attributes, other than the confidence, other than owning, like, what else is it?
You know, again, I was just never attracted to thin women. It was just, to me, a voluptuous woman is a virtuous woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real woman to me.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, what about the body parts? What are your favorite body parts on a full-figure woman?
To be honest, everything on mine.
Everything. It's not one particular body part that you prefer over the other,
Well,
or it's just the whole package?
Well, for me, it's the lips. It's the hips, legs, and thighs and bottom that gets my attention.
Oh, is that right?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Well, we're at the beach today, so we just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and share what this man has to say about full-figure women. You all have a great rest of your day. It's been wonderful.
Enjoy yourselves. Bye.
What does a Rubens-esque full-figured woman mean to you?
Okay, well, thank you for having me. A full-figure woman is definitely a woman that's not skinny or petite. A woman that has some meat on her bones. A woman that has a little extra cushion for the pushing. A woman that is, I would say, at least bigger than either a size 14 or bigger. Right. And for me personally, I believe that full-figure women are beautiful. I've always preferred full-figure women. I've never had a girlfriend or even dated anyone that wasn't full-figured. So I think that they are beautiful and voluptuous and just absolutely wonderful.
Okay. Do you remember the first time you saw a woman and you knew that's what you wanted or liked, or it piqued your interest?
Wow. Now, I hope this don't make me seem a little weird, but I was either 9 or 10 years old. And my auntie and uncle used to live with us and my cousins. My auntie was in our back bathroom, which was in the family room, taking a shower. And all of the kids, we were all running around playing. So we all were running outside to go through the family room, which is past the back bathroom, to get to the rear sliding glass door to get outside to the backyard.
Okay.
So I was the last one. So as I'm running through the family room, I turn and look, and there was my auntie with the door open in the doorway of the bathroom, standing there naked and wet, and she had just got out the shower.
Okay.
So I went from running full speed to stopping completely.
Okay.
And just standing there looking at my auntie, and she was doing something. She didn't even notice that I seen her at first. And then she turned and saw me, and she said, "Oh, okay, baby. It's okay. Hand Aunt Betty the towel right there." So I'm trying to look, not really trying to take my eye off her, but looking to try to find where this towel is. And she was short. She was light complected, a little bit lighter. She was kind of yellow, a little bit lighter than caramel, but not high yellow. But she was short and wide and just thick, voluptuous, big old hips, big old pretty thick legs, big breasted, just beautiful.
Full of all of her glory.
Oh, and at 9 or 10 years old, I had fell in love. I fell in love with big women from that point on, and I walked up to her and handed her the towel. She reached over and kissed me on my forehead and put her breasts all in my face, and I was done with. After that, it was over with.
Okay. From that day on.
From that day on, I fell in love with big women.
Okay, I love that story. And no, it's not weird. It all starts and stems from somewhere. So it was an accident, passing through, saw a beautiful woman, and, you know, who hasn't seen their mom, their dad, somebody, brother, sister naked? You know, it can either scar you, or for you, it's smitten.
Create a monster.
Okay.
Right.
From then on. Okay, okay, I like that story. So that was my next question. When did you realize it? So from 9 on. Who are some of the full-figured women in media or in the world or that you may find attractive?
Oh, wow.
That you've noticed over the years?
Oprah.
Okay.
Jill Scott. Jill Scott is gorgeous. Monique, the comedian.
Okay.
Actually met her.
Oh, wow. How was that? How was that meeting?
I'll have to tell you that story another time. But
Okay.
It was nice.
Okay.
A lot of them. Who else can I think of?
That's good.
I like the actress, but she lost weight now. The white lady, Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's beautiful.
She is. She's a cutie. I like her.
Yeah.
And funny, too.
Right.
Very funny. Okay, so let's take it back to when you met me back, 1996, summer of 96, in a club. This homely, big girl with a jean dress on down to her ankles in a dark club. What was
Not
it that
homely, just innocent.
Okay, very innocent. That's true. That very true. What was it that you saw in the club, this dark club, that made you step to me or approach me?
I saw innocence and purity,
Okay.
which was actually something that I was not used to.
Okay.
So it was very luring and very intriguing. And it made me want to approach you.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for that. So you said earlier you've never dated anyone that was of small petite. So would you say not only was it because I was thinking before knowing that story, I thought knowing that I met you that your mom was a full-figured woman, I thought maybe that would be. But would you say every woman? Well, you did say every woman since you dated or liked have always been full-figured. So okay, well. I thank you for your time. It was just a few questions. Just wanted to know the basis of, one last question. Just women in general, with being full figured. Like you said, one of the examples of the women losing weight, we were talking about it this morning. When I lost weight, there was one time, yes, I've lost weight before. And I think I got down to, my largest was a 26, 28, getting ready to go into 30, 32s. And then all of a sudden I lost some weight, and I lost about 80 pounds, and I think I was in an 18, tight 18, but an 18.
18.
And tell me what you were thinking about that, because I was just saying to him, I think I'm getting ready to go on another journey of losing weight, but this time I want to reshape my body. And so just, I guess, I remember one thing you did say after not seeing me for a while. You said, stop losing weight. You're losing all your loveliness or something you said.
Right.
Kind of pick up from there.
Right. You're losing all your voluptuousness. Stop right there. Don't go no further. That's what I said. But actually, like that 18, 20 was a good, healthy size for you. You were still full-figured and still extremely attractive, but not too skinny, or too small, but you were looking like you were smoking something.
Okay,
so,
no.
Right. We don't want you looking like that.
No.
Right.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time. I thank you for being here. And I hope you guys enjoy and share your stories. Connect with the men and the women in your life that are full figured and ask them their story. Maybe what was the first thing that caught their eye, or what is it that they like about a full figured, voluptuous, Rubens Nest woman. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, all right. So I have a question for you. First, have you always been a big guy?
I have not.
Okay, so even though you were more svelte, or did you have football physique?
Kind of, sort of, but I play basketball.
Oh, okay, awesome. So were you still attracted to full-figured women, even though I'm sure a lot of our smaller sisters were attracted to you? You still took the liking of fuller figure over them?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes.
I like that. So do you think that now, as, a bigger guy, smaller women won't gravitate to you? Do they gravitate to you? What's that story?
They actually don't. And for me, having conversations with different smaller or petite women or co-workers or even family, I think that as sisters, black women think that if they're big and voluptuous, then they kind of don't want their man to be big. I think a lot of voluptuous full-figure women think, well, if the guy's big, then I need a skinny man, or we gonna both be too big, and it ain't gonna work. And then I think a lot of the sisters, a lot of the smaller sisters, they think that, quote unquote, they work so hard to keep their body, or they arrogant, or they feel like their shape is what it is, and why kind of sort of maybe demean or degrade themselves by being with a bigger size man. So it's kind of, it varies. I get some attention from smaller women every once in a while, but it's mostly the bigger women that don't have the complex of being with a bigger guy and sharing a bigger guy in a relationship and thinking it ain't gonna work because we're both big and we just both gonna get laughed at, that kind of thing.
That's a good point. Tamia, what about you?
You know what? That's a very good point too, because when I met him in '96, I've always been big, not this big, but I've always been big, and he was much smaller, like you said, basketball figure, and I was kind of intimidated. But when a man shows you he's interested, believe it. And I had to believe it. And once I believed it, then I knew that he was fine with what he saw, because there was no hiding it. It was all in its glory. So I loved it. And over the years, do I gravitate towards bigger men or fluffier men? I do love bigger men, fluffier men. But I would never... I take that back, scratch that out. Not never, but in my mind for years, it was never a slim man that I could be attracted to, because I always felt that either I was too big, I would be too heavy, I would be too much, or you can't handle this, all of this. But I've had to kind of lay that to rest, from friends and family telling me otherwise and men telling you otherwise, saying no. And so I've had to take the discrimination off my own self. And so, do I love big men? I do. Do I mind a small man? Yes. So, I've been approached by both. Slimmer men and bigger.
And which do you prefer overall?
I just prefer chocolate. Anywhere from, no, really. It goes from, Big Pun says one of his songs, he loves them from butter pecan to black bran molasses. That's what I am. I love it from black bran molasses, and that's in skin tone I'm referring to black bran molasses to butter pecan. Okay. So anything about me or whatever.
All right.
So yeah.
And you don't care what size they are. Size doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just don't be short. I can't do short. Not shorter than me.
Yeah.
And I mean, not rail of a skinny. No. So I guess I do have. So not relative skinny and not shorter than me.
Okay. Well, good. Well, thank you. Rubens Nest.